Okay, so in a previous short, in the most previous short, the latest one, I said something about Job Corps. And I know a whole lot of people don't know about it, so this is about a short about, explaining a part of the history about it. So, Lyndon B. Johnson, during his presidency, during, I think it was the 60s, somewhere in the 60s, 64, I think, he looked at all the disadvantaged kids who were uneducated and unskilled, and he said, they're causing a problem because they're not doing anything. I know. Why don't I have this whole federally funded system to help these kids become more educated in certain skills, blue collar, let's say, and do stuff that most jobs that cannot be exported out to a different country so that we don't have to do all that stuff if it ever comes to that point. So he starts creating this thing called Job Corps in the 60s, I think 64 or 65. And, he just starts building it from there. Once he was done with his presidency, he hands it off to whoever was next. I forget the guy who was next after that. And he just says, please keep building it up so that it might become more resourceful in the future. And that's just the general birth of this thing called Job Corps. So I'll be giving another video or two, another short or two about more of the history, probably expansion during the 70s and 80s, and, kind of explain why it isn't exactly the most popular. I'll also go over a couple of other things, but in other shorts, but, I just thought maybe it might be worth letting people get their attention on something called Job Corps. I don't know, just curious.